One other thing still in line with appearance and inward action is the way we relate with two concepts that are really crucial when it comes to our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the concept of what you call fiqh, call it jurisprudence, and the concept of ihsan, call it excellence. In the domain of acts of worship, it is important for us to establish the fiqh of them, the jurisprudence required. How am I supposed to observe this act of worship? What are the requirements that are required for me to establish this act of worship? If it is salah, am I in a state of purity? Am I facing the right direction? Am my clothes pure? All that needs to be said, and that is the folder of fiqh and jurisprudence of prayer. When it comes to the ihsan of salah, this entails where is your heart at the time when you're in salah? Where do you place your thoughts as you are in salah? The inner gauge of your salah is put on the standard of ihsan, and the outer gauge of your salah is on the standard of fiqh. So it is important for us to know that as we pay attention to the fiqh of salah, in particular, we need to also pay attention to the ihsan of salah, because a scary truth can be put in front of you to the point that simply because the fiqh, simply because the jurisprudence of your salah has been established, does not mean that your salah has been accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can fulfill all the requirements required for you to establish salah, as in you are in the state of wudu, you faced the qibla, but your heart was not present at the time of prayer. And if your heart is not present at the time of prayer, jurisprudence has no talk about that, because fiqh only relates with the physical actions. And when it comes to ihsan, ihsan is dealing with the inner actions. Where is your heart? Where are your thoughts as you are in prayer? What is your intention? Who are you pleasing in this prayer? These are the points that matter from the gauge of ihsan. So it becomes important for us to strike a balance between those two, because if we are overly obsessed with the fiqh at the expense of ihsan, our prayers are not going to be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are going to strike a balance between these two concepts. We are going to struggle with the jurisprudence of the acts of worship, and at the same time we are going to lay out a commitment towards improving the excellence of those acts of worship, because we are the middle nation.